awosaka se ye mu odumja adwumako no esre omanfo ese eya course bi wo ho no mu amofra ehu ehia emfaso ni so amamonfre esanse musi afoforo nso ekwan Adeshen sempi ka ho ene enwumre sa nso na mrahye bedwafie de ekoso no nyina yede ho no nsem ebebrew ene enwumre ewo kase ya emu mi amebekin kama medin ene ohene ba nyako afi yenyebre na yemu nra kase no emu
Pent Radio 100.1.
The Church of Pentecost meche ewo Ghana afana nyina Ministers and Wives Conference what the Ashisha so na afi de na eba be no eye mantemu bia na Pent Radio ye boanai ekofa eya santimantemu hanmo de no de ekoso e PIWC asokwa na RCC coordinator awono aso so na area head edema kwada so the Church of Pentecost mechira apostle ya aje kwatin na nkasa emu na wo sere asorefo na afenso Christofo ese yema yenchine a Bible se ye no yema na enka bibia na yente wo bibia ye emu wose yenhwe na eyeye team a eda afi edi dwuma no ama me slogan bi keke ana ya no na mom emrame asemu a ebeda di o ya brabom sede be ya ebetwe afoforo enso aba Kristo nchen
me aye pese e communicate de kire ya sorema ne ya Kristofo e wo Ghana ne ba bia wiase man ba bia ya no betumi adu ne se ese ye pue e wo nam yeso na ya bobra e fata ye frɛ no e ofrɛ kronkron e ye ofra se wo giswa e se wo bobra e ye bra trene e Kristofo bebre de Kristoso na to mo enso so omo bra no enkyere afei kura ye man Ghana ese ye bo Kristoso ma bra bopa nka ohamu nchemu aduoso mienu na yese ye Kristofo enkelesa oman no esesa yese Kristofo ne doso oman no ye MPs ye lawyers ye judges mpo ya mampanimfo nyina Kristofo ko abosomsumi ni bia ni e wo bride se ye bo ye kase Kristo ni a kase Kristo no a ye hu na sasu onuni ntina ye timu ye momodin se vision na se team no enye slogan keke e bibia ye kan ni agiso ese ye bibia e de di wo ya brabo ene emiyem
na Apostle Daniel also a chan area head konongo wofa akonya no so esre a Christopher na afenso asorema nyina se wonom enhwese team ya ye de abai wode be ye adwuma amana dedi wonom abrabom se de be ya ebetimi nso atwe afoforo e de aba yewura Yesu enchen
se yipo nam yesu nya kobobra fata agensacha se team no se re ne sunsanso ana se ne objective botaye teachri na susu se Kristo sombo tayankasa Bible se Kristo afrɛ free sumtumi ase de aba ne han no na han na ya bamu se han na nkasa no impact yen se han no enyan sunsanso eso ase han no faye mu a ebema yenso automatically yenya impact anase ye bra ebesisa ye kasa ebesisa ya the generality of our lives will change ama akanipa ewo ye hu nyina ayekani anaje se ye busua ye nyuma ye wom rono ayetiso ya sori ye wom ene our larger environment baby ebekobia jimizu se team no very good Christopher ankasa no inu anuma enkwaso na ya na omota indict yen omo cassette ya se ye nyatwo bi the Christian message na to the be to e bra ho a na omo tusu se na ye kan nya ne ye se ya saturam padea na mehwehwe society no wi asankasa so we fi en chen se ye be ye a Christopher no se na okaze Christo ni no se be ewo bia ye kan en to bi sha e ba sa be hye me no nyam na no to be ma ya attractive to our environment, our world, our society, and the people beba around chain.
Ania woti ye Apostle Daniel also a chan wono area head mechire konongo. Yɛnto akasia no so na ɛyɛ adwuada yɛ etwam yɛ enro ne na wɔtwe a ɛyɛ asoafo miensan yɛ bo wɔn din no mmrahye bedwafo etoto wɔnom ano samre de wɔnom anya pass wɔn sɔhwɛ a yagye wɔnom atom enti ɛnei Dr. Atoforsen wɔno ɔnyɛ designate bi mu sɛ wɔyɛ finance minister odimo ankasa samre de nya aginatum sanso na ononyamfo John Abdullahi Jinapo wɔno so yaginatum ɛsɛ ɔmrameyɛ ɔsoafo ɔhwe agyahoɔden ensam so Dr. Dominic Anyini wono Attorney General and Offense Minister for Justice. Sani Pamien saying and Asamre and Rashibja for one aje one matumwa one eshe one majuma se Yamia Duma watchina. Ye to akasia no eso ononyamfo Haruna Idris wono na Asamre nso ye toto na no na se opase nso hwe ono so abe osofo behwe eye ehomashia ensem so ye bisa no ese ekwan ben so no obefa enei wono ma ebo nto no se free tertiary na se free university ekwan ben so no obefa no woche se obehia sikabotene be se 345 million Ghana cedis ansa na wode etua wono mo a afofrofo a wono ewurasu apon mu foforo no wotua wono nyira school fees na ni nyira mo no abaye and afen so photosamfo owura atofo wono beka wontuma ba kire mu na wapesika bi de ato wono mo pa wotua wono school fees dada no afen wono eba no aban besan adane ni nyina de ama won.
Including what he has said, expanded to private tertiary institutions. They number a population for which the country will require about 345 million Ghana cedis. But Chairman, the beauty of this is that it's open. Even parents who are still willing to pay can do so under this principle that has been introduced by the NDC. So we intend to mobilize with the Ministry of Finance some additional financing to cater for the population of students. It will be in the region of 125,000 as I look at it, and will provide 375 million Ghana cedis to support that. So every student who has paid will have a refund of his money, and the President intends to expand this over the years. Thank you.
Ani awuti ye ononyamfo Haruna Idrisu nene na wote ye no yego so a ebo edura ensem no emu na ononyamfo Ahmed Ibrahim wono na Samre wono se toto na no na se wo paase ne so he na se agine tumo aba be osoafo a oba behwe ahensem na afen so eye inkrase amamuo eso meche local government chieftaincy and religious affairs na ononyamfo Ahmed Ibrahim wono se bisa no ese drip eno eye district road improvement program abandada etwa no wode ebae no say no si hu no oche so ade papa owo se yetoa so enunti wono ene na aban wono betoa so wobeye ne yie obedane dane ani ama bibibia aye kama se de ebe ya enkrase na fensumansin bia betimi anya mfidi a wono mankasa betimi ade aye wono makwan eyie.
The DRIP project or program, District Road Improvement Program, was a laudable one, and it was jointly conceived through the Committee on Local Government, the Parliament leadership, together with the Ministry and Administrator for District Assembly Common Fund. So, Chairman, unfortunately, my brother is saying it was owned by the Local Government Ministry, but Local Government Ministry was not part of the procurement, and therefore there were challenges at birth. And he's asking, how am I going to pursue it? So, Chairman, every district chief executive watching me, workers in the Ministry of Local Government watching me, will testify that they have no records of any agreement of the DRIP project, and they have no program, inventory of all the DRIP machines. This is a challenge because it was highly procured at the big house, that the office of the president. So that brought a problem.
Ora Ahmed Amanas won mo awochere se eye drip program yi no eye ade papa na emom eho akandisem na fe so eho tutue bi no na enkoyie.
1, there is no management contract. 2, there are no means of spare parts. 3, there are no committees established to take care of them. So if you go, it is fraught with a lot of challenges, and therefore if given the nod together with my brother who used to be in the ministry, and together with my team who will be the technocrat at the ministry, we all work together to make sure that the DRIP program is materialized. Because the machines were procured to improve upon district rules that are not hard, and much money was used. We was common fund in arrest. So you can't use that amount of money on such a program and allow it to go waste. Whether we like it or not, the machines have been procured, and we must put them into good use. Therefore, there must be proper structures, proper agreement, proper monitoring, proper systems to make sure that we have a very good advantage or utility of the machines that were procured. With this, Mr. Speaker, I believe I'm now going there. My brother is here, so we are going to team up. Even on this table, I can count about 2 or 3 local government former ministers. So we have the men on both sides. If we can put everything together and solve Ghana's problems, the problems will be solved.
Nidi any ononyanfo Ahmed Ibrahim wano na ekwakoye oswafo ababehwe inkrasi amamo na afin so ahensem eso. Ononyanfo Kwame Agboja wano na ekwakohwe eya kwantimpon a road ministry eso ono nso akasa echese to ya one na ban ede ebe ya na se NDC aban ede ba no wo se wonum etimi edane hyehyie mu na wodane dane niemani na owo so eya amamra no na ema won kwan papa ebefa so obetimi agisika eno bekwa kogu aban botom ne mo enkonkogu ankrankrebia botom.
The issue about the route to got the attention of the whole country. I'm of the view we shouldn't just, as a ministry, hurriedly put together something and spring a surprise on the public. I believe there has to be some engagement to consolidate our position. So what I can say is that quickly the consultation can start. Exactly when would the rollout be? That would be part of the first budget of President Mahama to be presented to Parliament by the Finance Minister, Dr. Kassiel Atoforsen. There will be a rendition in the budget which would set the tone for what we are going to do. I sincerely believe we need to amend the route to policy. There's a law on it. We need to, because what the law says still talks about toll booths and other things. And as I said, we are not going to build physical toll booths where drivers will stop and pay anything. So it requires us to actually amend the law. But the policy would appear in the financial policy of government when the first budget comes.
Na ene emrashe bedwafie domkuma wonmo ho womba no dani meche no yanfo Alexander Afenyomakins wakasa ese ewose majority leader wo musi wo kwakọ sofo behwe sikasem eso de nemum won koye no wonda kran wosen kotimi edeba mrashe bedwafie se de ekoso wo boase no enye no wakasa editia esan so manfo a ewo ho no emabu a wonum ewo hoden wo beti giregyira so na nei yabobo wontu akun wonum a wonum ekoi wo se de ekoso ewo boase enye kra ewo se wonum etimika ho asem ewo mrashe bedwafie.
On the international stock exchange, it is a major investment. Anglo Gold Ashanti was shut down for years, and it took quiet diplomacy and engagement to get an investor to invest in Anglo Gold Ashanti. They contribute to our economic growth in this country. What has happened there is very unacceptable. We should not encourage it. It is unfortunate that able-bodied young men have lost their life. It's unfortunate. Young men who could otherwise be productive for society have lost their life. It shouldn't be happening. Mr. Speaker, we as a house expected the honorable majority leader to have brought this matter up to the business committee. Just the president can make his orders that this is the people's representative, Dr. Kassiel Atoforsen, my respected majority leader of government business. Today is your first time of being at the dispatch box to read business statement. And this is a national issue. The people of Obuasi, your own friend Kweku Kwati, his people are suffering. There's lawlessness in his backyard. It couldn't have been that you of all will forget it and not even table it for discussion. That is my concern. Although you are on your way to the Ministry of Finance, but do something for the record. Do something for the record. Mr. Speaker, it is unacceptable. All the killings, all the lawlessness, Mr. Speaker, this country,
na ononyanfo Afenyomakins wa mana ans won mo awowie ye en wo sere aban ese omampani John Dramani Mahama fo wano tumbi na kasa na dia ekoso ewo boase ni nyina emre na wi ye na se etuntwa esanse ensemfata.
I call on Mr. President to take charge and call the Tagri out. Mr. Speaker, we know that Mr. President in his records in this house was known to be a peace-loving Ghanaian. Mr. Speaker, indeed, his calm approach in addressing media issues was what endeared him to the heart of Ghanaians. So without doubt, I may disagree with him, but I know he's a peace-loving Ghanaian. At Jubilee House, maybe he may be too busy to read the newspapers or to watch the news. But I am taking advantage of this platform, the Chamber of Parliament, to tell Mr. President that there is violence on our street. The thugs are destroying the gains we have made as a country, and this must end now.
Owie ye ena edom kese womra shebedwafie womba no dani mechire onunyanfo Dr. Kassiel Atoforsen wo jese we mu nyina eye onunyanfo Afenyomakins se ka no eye amanyosem nko a na wo keka enye se owo man no wo nakoma ma na so dwen man no na ade esi ye krampo no omampani Mahama wodi kan akasa ese abambofo enye hwehwemu emfemfe ho na de bembiem.
The MPP falsely claims that there is a so-called absent political violence. They also created a misleading impression that the unfortunate demise of the miners is as a result of political violence. The NDC Majority Caucus in Parliament condemns the desperate attempt by the MPP Minority Caucus to politicize the unfortunate development in Obuasi. Instead of sympathizing with bereaved families, supporting government proactiveness, and even minority dabbling in cheap markets. Ladies and gentlemen, it's obvious that MPP is yet to recover from the shock it monumental defeat. As such, they are engaging in cheap politics. We urge them to come to terms with the resounding defeat that they suffered the last election and allow the 2 weeks old government to head affairs of state lying with the mandate people of Ghana. Finally, we wish to assure the people of Ghana that pursuant to the directive of His Excellency the President, impartial, timely, and efficient investigation would be carried out in due course.
Ani awoti ye ononyamfo atofo sen wono na enei woye Ghana photo samfo ye nto akase no eso na odumje adwumakuo no wonom kan nsem bi de kire Ghana fo ensem a wo kan nyina ene se wo sere Ghana fo ada se wunim se eja ento ba bia anase wankasa asem bia ento wo a memfa tetefon emfre odumje adwumakuo ese momra na momra medum mija anase momra me yesei wo se ebi mutimi frɛ na ensem a wonom kan no krampo no no kwasem benifo manim sem ensem fata ebi onso so a wa frɛ ni ntino nipa asem ato na wo se wo frɛ no obɛfrɛ ne na emma enye wono bo apayo enti ADO1 Alex Nete okasa edema odumja dwumako no esre omanfo se wontwe won ho emfemfiri sa suban no eho
emergency numbers no only see one of the issues that begrudge us any prank calls akwa say o mobile phone say obi frɛ until say nipa no be free line no so no untimi fa call for it is that's the issue with prank call. It is up to all of us to be each other's keeper. Cause at the time I offer no and yes emfa ebia obi gina line no so a odi e ho fell inti ebe den na itimi e all say so mu you run 24 hours you run shift inti at every point there are people there who are ready to pick your calls inti no say obi frɛ na say o enkwa that's because obi wo line no so a obi timi frɛ me rebe bi hye momra medum no obi timi frɛ ma body say hye frɛ me here credit no ma obi mo frɛ eka no you be surprised me ne enkro for back crack say osi obi timi frɛ kra o ti oba voice ana say be o de sane me mo no ma enkro for ye no odwen wa it doesn't make sense.
Ghana for esremo se suban we na modern adidia na esremo eno so de mo mane mra wiye enyefe ye ntowa so na ya monra eye gutafo wonom akache mechira Ghana Union of Traders Association wonom ba no dani eye Dr. Joseph Oben na ekasei wo sere aban ese waba no wo se opel oman punto ne kanko de a wo ma nani enkukuaye eho wo se ahoho a wo twe wonom aba so wonfo sika wondwetire emra mehye Ghana enyuma mu na wonom so enyamfa so twitwiri die no one hwe so betimi ama wode wani akire ba bi te sem fididwuma na afensu kuaye esanse ehonomo na ebetimi abo omai Ghana esikasem
na adia baako a ese hia ye dwadie mu paa no eye sebi awo foreigners a eba dwadie mu no enti adia baako hia ne se ye be minister wo be wodi nani behwe ho enso se ye betimi drive investors foreign direct investors no to more productive areas in the economy to say agric mechanization and manufacturing and high technology areas a ye hia se awo no be ko ho paa na eba baby to say dwadie no nkete no a yetimi ama locals na afi ne yenso ye pese yensa ye nya dwetire bi de establish no yenso yenya eho no nti ano de say de bia ye ka no so eden a yenso dimo akotre pa na wo hwe ye market structures na ateye wo hwe population Ghana ye increase population so ye dwa no ye traditional market na ye the same old place na nipa na bo apie so enti sabi ya yebetumi anya satellite market bibria eno betumi decongest ye market no let me solve problems with say fire outbreaks here na say ye na ye hu
na eno Dr. Joseph Obin wono ena eda guta ano na nudisem ene na desrede eno no na yedoso wodwade ensiemu na CEO the Ghana Chamber of Commerce Owura Mark Bedu Abuaje wono de wode adesrede na ekode ama omampani ese wontwe ni na omrame Kenya Commander Sugar Factory Commander Sugar Factory no omrame shemu kena na ombeja no na omane nan bi emfanyina so esan se star company ni de ohia kakra bi otwere ni eba behwa ebetimi aboa yen na nka asikyire so wo hawo etimi afiri eso.
Inti decision we see take say tomatoes hanomo na pineapple hanomo na even sugar Commander Sugar Factory we spent over $30-something million to set up that factory eguho edaho say Ghana fusika say me who aye tua besia aye boy one sugar party kran free mu mai inti say Commander Sugar no factory no ya e be import sugar I was say okono kokohwe say started when this time MPP buy say ombeya ya anti hwe say wa sha see there the reason why was Shasi no. I also no reviving no. If there is any other reason, they should let us know. In fact, before you set up a factory, and you can say we could see factory baby keke. Now I can say if I know say raw materials in free if I never say me set up sugar factory na me ko import sugar cane from Brazil. Ne boy dey na me produce you how with the other cost of businesses na me produce you na say ni boy be dey asin their main import then it doesn't make economic sense. In the factory be a best set biano. I was so sure.
Factory be a best tina was washer way a Ghana Chamber of Commerce CEO Owura Mark Bedu Abuaje nene ena wotie no yentu akase no eso na yekopie mo ewo agiman krom ewo bono mantemu bafo yawo agiman abebie wono ena eye ohene anaso dikura woda agiman krom ano wode adesrade akode ama empanifo ese wosrada eni krom wono mo ade ehia wono mo pa ayaresabia wosi ayaresabia mu hia won pa ene so bi ko nwuram na se kan kakra bi anase so twitwa gene kra na se ka twa ne nsam no ye pe nurse ni bi anase obi oba kyere ne nsam na yenya bi wosi eno ha dwen ma wonom empom de wonsam no entimi enyina so yie
yehwa adwuma nkromu a kura ewodo mamamu a omoye kuya pa omoye cashew cocoa coffee mrantie no bebre tomatoes ne mako ne bodifuo ne bebre enti metumi aka se do mamamu ha de se wuyi kura omoye kuya pa de a unyi ekro bi abra wo mo adwuma nkromu din first aid so a clinic kitwa bi kura mpona obi kura fuom na se nyame mfasa ma tikan etwa no anase wokura na beka no kura na se bi okura other disease bi kura obenya first aid Bindi Adban Krum, you're 200 among for the past years, but you're successful. But I think, sir, this time around and it was some promises be, I think, sir, very soon. No, a bit to me, I successful. I'm a Adban Krum clinic, a no more you entry for, but two population, I went through for Adban Krum now, a too small, my and a distance, and also so first aid, there will see to me, Adban Krum and Sana, yet to me, I transfer any patient to any other hospital, and a very, very big challenge among me at the moment because most of the time we no be crowd Ivory Coast the border town we no be so yare no more but some of the challenges my this or bad man entry for
na bafo agema abebe wa ma no anso ho no mo a wo se ba bia ne kuro ne da no edahye so Ghana and afen so Cote d'Ivoire fo wonom ehye so empempi na chese nipa wura na ewura mo se wonom ewo immigration and afen customs officers se wo ho de nanso wo san ehia police ewo ho no mo a eno se semoni bi ekoso a police fo betimi aboban ewo ho
enka ni minimum say krobia border town bia no enka wo say security very tight enka da bia wo say nya security wa say nipa bonefo bia intumi free Cote d'Ivoire na Ghana kra obi bone kra na so be ya ontumi nwane nko na yetumi yensa so nipa bonefo na nka yene na di se ne emra ese no adman krom yeni police post wo enti eno so ya dia ehia ye challenge mambe pa ehia police post but ye wo immigration wo and ye wo custom service wo but ni nyina mo no ehia police post ewo adman krom so far there omobo omodin try say security no mbe ne ombetumi aye but I think say 70% and 60% no omoye nti ewo senka police so nanka that 30% na kana na say 20% 20% na aka na nka omo so aye den aboa na nka awie peye because ye hwa enoma bebre wo ho na na ye police duty enti nka beboa ebi obi bokro no kura mpo na obi kum obi kura mpo na I mean most of time no yedim say police na ye den edi sa adwuma no enti se police wo ha me fi say custom immigration no so omo so be ho han omo kakra na omo so atumi aye omo adwuma esene fata say also omo ye
Wei odikura owo ajiman krom mechre bafo yawo ajiman abebio areshe yemo emfenwura obi amai so na de na chese America na yewrem akonta Trump free enred ni si akonya so na de dikan a akonta Trump wo she adwuma se ankasa se omampani wo US abrochima emu na ne wokotena se metime kasa adwuma wo ye nyira ne so wo sensan krata ene executive orders de was sign bi papa was sign na ebia was sign ye kakra bi was sign ye baako ene se wo se America wono na ban so no nipa mienu pe na obehu wo mu so wo ye nipa mienu pe na wa America ano oba ene bema wonnim obi a wo so ye transgender obi a wo se me ye wo me bema na so me mpese me ye bema ntimeda no me ho aye oba ompe obi a wo se me ye nipa so mpese me ye aboa aha san krofo no onhu se mo ka nipa ho enti wono na ban mu de ene executive order ba ko wasan ene se ye wo nipa mienu pe ene wa America oba ene afesu bema wo ye bema wo ye oba enti ene wo ne ko musuo mo na so wo ye bema so pese wo ye oba ene wo hu se wo ye nipa ene ne ko do be fa so de sa ena emra no etie afen so wo se wo a wonom esie wo America na afen so Mexico wonom border no so no wonom san shase den and executive orders are sign there adeshe me nkeka enhunahuna mo ebaburu aduonum adeshe kase ni nyina asi dia na edimu akotini bi NSA the Church of Pentecost Ministers and Wives Conference ekoso ewo Ghana fanan bia region bia mu no Asante Mante mu de wode ahihye so a apostle yawaje kwatena no RCC coordinator ekasa ye no wosre ese memma yemma team no enye slogan nemum yema na enne di ewo yabrabom sa ensonso ena kase yemu yede to wani mi se emrahye bedwafo age aswafo mensa ade atomu a eneyi ononyanfo atofo sen wono eye oswafo hwesi kasam so afi ononyanfo John Abdullahi Jinapo wono eye oswafo a wohwe enyamhoden ana afi so jahoden ensam so ononyanfo Dominic Anyini eye Attorney General ana afi so Minister for Justice na nsembe pi eka ho enanwumre medebesom ese num empemu kase ana CPC enkoma afia fusuhima sanso ena samo ada ono ebo echidom na kase no live o Facebook Pent Radio 100.1 and afensu YouTube Pent Radio 100.1 me ameken kama omidin ene ohene ba nyako adomdom ye ne a wo chena menu ye besen ahia mu biem makra
Pent Radio 100.1